So Blackmagic just announced on a forum that the PYXIS 6K had autofocus. So I just wanted to do a few tests, first of all for myself, because I'm pretty curious about this. And I thought I'd just share a few images with you if you're curious as well. By the way, I'm using the Cine Astra and I've got a 50mm on at 2.2. Obviously, there's nothing groundbreaking with this test. It's just for me, so I could actually test it and see how it works. But so far I'm pretty impressed. I'm gonna go outside as well to show you a few examples of what it looks like when you're walking to and from the cameras outside with a bit more distance. And I'm also going to try to test the Sigma lens as well. I've just pressed AFC on my face. Let's see if it can keep me. Okay. Put my hand in front of the camera, grabs my hand back to my face, back to my face. It's pretty quick. Okay, my hand, face, and my hand. So now I'm trying object mode on my face. So if I move away, it still tracks me quite well actually. Yeah, I'm gonna show you on my phone what it looks like on the screen. So I can see the square on my face and I can move. And it's following me. What's interesting as well is if I put my hand in front of my face, it will still keep it on me, so that's the difference obviously with the other modes. Seems to work quite well. Yeah, it's pretty good. And by the way, these were done with the default settings in terms of the speed. I had linear focus on and I had the transition speed on 3. So now I've just changed the lens. I'm using the Sigma 24-70 2.8 because I also wanted to try it with a native sort of more common lens. This is the face recognition mode. Still seems to be tracking quite well. I'm on 2.8. If I put my hand in front. Oh, so that's interesting. It's grabbing my hand, whereas before it wasn't. So it goes back to my head very quickly after, but it grabs my hand. This is the continuous mode. So obviously if I move it doesn't follow me. If I move back and forth it is though, because I'm in the center. But if I move on the side, or if I put my hand, obviously it will grab my hand priority. If I move my hand away, it goes back to my face if I'm in the center. So now I've got the object mode on my phone here. I'm moving it. It's following it really quickly. If I move it back, that works. If I move it towards the camera, it's pretty smooth actually. Yeah. Now I'm gonna switch back to face recognition. So I've got the white square, it didn't grab. And now I've pressed it and it goes back to my face in blue, which means that it's locked. Again, if I put my hand in front, it grabs my hand, not my face, because it's in front, but here, obviously it doesn't grab it, it stays on my face. It's only if I go in front that it switches. Yeah, grabs it really, really well. Now I'm back in continuous and I changed the speed from 3 to 1. That's speed 1. I think I prefer 3. I'm gonna go all the way. Yeah. I'm gonna do one more test. I'm gonna focus on the plant at the back with the object mode. Let's see, so now it's in focus. Obviously, if I do anything, okay, so now I put my hand in front. Obviously I'm right in front, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything else than staying on the object, which is what you want. But if I do cross, obviously he catches my hand because I'm in that square. Yep. So I've got the autofocus continuous on me now. I'm just holding the monitor, just want to see. Okay. So if I stand on the side, I'm not. Back in focus. Okay. It's very smooth. Okay. I'm about like 3 meters, 10 feet. Okay. And then so, yep, the square in the middle on my body and see. I'm still on a Sigma, by the way, at 24 to 35 mil roughly. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna go face recognition. Yep. I'm going to press the white square. Okay, and I'm going to move back and see if he follows me around. I think he lost me for a second, but he keeps following me, walking back to it. Okay, and then back. Don't know if it's still on. I'm about 7-8 meters, like 20 feet maybe. Okay, and I'm still on speed 3 and linear. Okay, okay, if I turn around and go back, so he lost me maybe for a second. It's quite good actually. So now I'm gonna go to object mode. I'm gonna put it on my jacket here. So I think he still lost me a little bit, but I think he still follows me around. And then I'm gonna move back. Seems to be struggling a little bit. Obviously, I would use continuous or face tracking for this, not object mode, but I was just curious. Okay, so now I'm in continuous with the Series 50 2.8, and I'm just gonna follow go. Follows, and I'm gonna walk back. Keep in mind that this is a 50 mil, but I wanted to try with a anamorphic Cine lens. Okay, if I move, obviously grabs the front, and I move back. It's quite quick. I'll say like that. This is still continuous. I'm just gonna get a bit closer. Oh, it says too close. Okay. Still continuous. Okay, now if I move to feet, for example, seems to be tracking. And then back up. Whoop, I missed that. So now this is object focus on the hood, and I want to see how it does. Go. Keep looking up. Okay, if I move the framing, it works. If I move it right, yeah, grabbed it. Center, that's fine. Okay, if I move down, keep same position. Yeah. Okay, so this is object on the first tree. Move to the next one. Move to the first one. Okay, this is still continuous. If I move closer. Yeah, it's holding really well. Having autofocus on a PYXIS 6K is quite interesting. I use this camera a lot for talking heads, for myself or for interviews. So I think on a cinema camera 6K, it's great to have it for gimbal work. That's a camera that I use on the run-in, for example. But having autofocus on a PYXIS, I think makes it even more complete because that's a camera that I use more often for actual work. So yeah, so having it on that body is great. And I really hope that they can bring this somehow to the 12K version, because that would make the 12K even more complete and versatile. I've always been quite honest about not needing autofocus for the type of work that I do, but obviously I started working in documentary work with cameras that had autofocus. So for me, having it is a plus, is something that you can rely on, especially if you shoot by yourself. It's not a necessity for me personally. I love shooting manual focus, but having it is always a plus. It's there if you need it. And like I said, for talking heads, gimbal work as well, or if you want to make sure like you've got two cams running, if you want to make sure that the second cam is always in focus, for example, that's really great. And now that we can get lenses like cinema lenses that have autofocus, I think it's starting to get pretty interesting.